Hey everybody, it's Shanae. I'm here to talk a little bit about the Daily Duo, but while I'm waiting for a couple of people to jump on and also making sure I'm in the right place, because that is always my panic, I want to just share a couple of announcements. First things first, make sure that you are sharing your I'm part of the first 1,000. We are going to be picking winners and announcing those next week. I have absolutely loved seeing all of your faces and all of the different reasons that you have chosen to align. Hi, Nikki. Yay. Okay. And I am in the right spot. It just popped up on Facebook. So that's always good news. Of course, the other bit of amazing news we've been talking about a lot is most of you have started to receive your Soothe and Clarify, which is what I'm here to talk with you about. So while let's see, let me just double check and make sure I don't have any other major announcements. Okay, so we have the Daily Duo. I want to talk about using the same format that we used with the Power Duo to really expose our customers to this duo. Our first step when we're doing that is to go live in your stories or to share an image daily. So we're going to just make sure that we're sharing something about this dynamic duo every day in our stories. And that has been another really, really fun thing for me to watch with all of you. I've seen everyone, using their red light wands. Yesterday, if you were at the opportunity event in our Inside Align group, Jessica had her red light wand. I love seeing that. I love seeing all of you share that. This is a really easy visual. So let's talk about some ways that we can share these visually as well, right? Because when we're talking about skincare and products, sharing the experience online, we do have to get a little bit creative. So the first thing we're doing is sharing these daily. I wrote down a whole bunch of different ideas of how you can do that. On our Intel sheets, they also have a whole bunch of ideas. Jesse's like, your hair looks cute. I did it straight for once. Okay, so even on our Intel sheets, I hope you guys are using these. Sarah did such a fantastic job with these, and they literally have every single thing that you need to know. They even say, highlight the special ingredients, right? Encourage your customers who are not using a moisturizer to use them daily. Okay, so when we're talking about ways to share these, you can show yourself washing your face every day. One thing that I thought about with Clarify, and Soothe, both the name, it's all in the name, right? You're going to use one of these to clarify, clean your skin. It's also an amazing ritual that you can talk about with just taking that moment of using Clarify to have a moment of clarity in your day. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but all of our products have these amazing little affirmations. I maintain clarity and peace of mind. Do a wash your face challenge where every day in your story you are talking about something maybe that you're trying to gain clarity on or something that you have gained clarity on, right? This is a way to add a lot of value while sharing a ritual that you're using in your daily life. And that's a big part of, for me, as someone who has worked in the skincare industry and sales for a decade now. One thing, it feels almost sacred to me, my skincare routine, because when I first started selling, I really did not use good skincare products. And for a long time, I was like, well, we just don't have money, and I can't spend that much on myself, or I can't do that for myself. But then I kind of took a step into really making that experience a part of my day where I'm honoring myself. I'm honoring I'm taking that time for me to take care of me. And I think sometimes we kind of get a little bit like, well, self-care doesn't always mean just pampering. No, it doesn't. Self-care is a lot about showing up for yourself day after day and telling yourself you're worth it, right? You're worth the time, you're worth the money, you're worth the energy, right? So using the Daily Duo and talking about using Clarify and the clarity that it brings and that time that you spend with yourself is a great story to share, okay? We also have, we'll get into a little bit more on education in just a minute. So you can show yourself washing your face every day and talking about taking a moment of clarity and taking that moment for yourself, okay? Another thought that I had, and I'm going to share a video a little bit later that's truly even more like gritty step-by-step, but put it on your hands and show people visually what those jojoba beads look like, right? Add a little bit of water. It is a very, very gentle exfoliation that you can use day after day. So that's going to be another great way. You really want to expose people to what does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like, right? At least with Clarity, right? This is a fragrance-free. So you can focus on the affirmation. You can focus on the names, right? How many of us don't need to clarify and soothe our skin daily, okay? So those are just a few different ways that you can show, visually show that duo. You can also show, take pictures of it. You can share all the images that we have available for you. But always remember, it's best to show your face, your way of doing things. But we also know, like, especially if you're just joining a line and you don't have these products in hand yet, you can still be sharing. One thing that I love about these Intel sheets is it really does talk to you about exactly how to really consistently share these and challenge your customers. Engage in a 5 to 7 day wash your face challenge in your group on stories, in your group or in your stories. Share your skincare ritual that includes Clarify daily. Okay, so just set that goal for yourself. I'm going to wash my face every day for a week and talk in my stories about Clarify and Soothe. Okay, so that's our first step. Step 1, we share daily. We're sharing in our stories. We're putting that story in a highlight. You can call it product bundles or just call it Daily Duo, where you're featuring both of those products. And really quickly, just a side note, why are we doing bundles? Why are we talking about, right? We've been focusing on the Power Duo. Now we're moving into Clarify and Soothe as a bundle. It is the easiest way to upsell. It is also a special offer for your customers, okay? So we're going to be talking about that a little bit more in call to action. But step 2 is to educate. And that is, again, where I'm going to point you guys to these amazing, amazing sheets. There are a lot of different ways to educate people. One of my personal favorite ways, which kind of can double as a call to action, is to ask questions, right? Do you exfoliate? Yes or no? If someone says no, be like, hey, do you want to try a sample? Or if someone says yes, be like, what is your favorite product to exfoliate with, right? This is a way to start a conversation with your customers in your stories. So there are a lot of ways to start getting people engaged and piquing their interest on these products. You want to make sure, especially with Clarify, focusing on that exfoliating component is going to be a really great way to introduce people to truly its power, right? So exfoliating is a really, really important step in our skincare routine. It sloughs off that dead skin and helps with that, you want to have a glow. You don't want to have like really dull or dry looking skin. So this is a great way to slough off all those dead skin cells, reveal your fresher, cleaner, happier skin underneath, and then to follow up with Soothe. And I do not give me a heart or like a thumbs up or whatever if you have tried Soothe. You guys, this product is the MVP, in my opinion. I am obsessed. My skin has been dying. Can you believe I ran out of Soothe and I have been waiting for it to arrive just like everybody else? Oh my gosh. And can I tell you who complained about it the most? My husband. He has really, really sensitive skin, and his nose is incredibly prone to breakouts. And this product, no issues. He loves it so much, and as soon as I opened it, he was like, "Oh, thank goodness." So Soothe, which that's a great review, just so you guys know, you can share that. Ammon says Soothe is the best, and it truly, truly is. So when you're educating on Soothe, you guys ask the question, have you tried Cloudberry? Try it in my whipped cloud cream, right? And now that you have products and you can sample them, right? That can also be a piece of our education and review experience. You can ask people, would you be willing to review samples if I got them to you, right? So there's a lot of ways you can talk to people about trying these products and sharing them. So, pick a couple of highlight ingredients and focus on those. Talk to your customers about those in your stories as well, right? So wash your face and talk about finding clarity and then soothing your skin. Then the next day you can educate a little bit around it, ask a couple of questions. Truly, that is one way to help your customers increase their curiosity about your product, okay? Truly, questions is a great way to go. Okay. Then you want to review, right? So be like, okay, I have been trying these products for 2 weeks. Once you're to that point, this is my experience, or oh, this is my experience after the first time I've tried these. Teresa said, I've used all 4 products the last 2 nights, and my skin feels amazing, so soft and hydrated. And then it cuts off. Let me see if I can find it. My only issue is it doesn't seem to soak in fast, enabling to put my mineral powder on in the morning. I'm using it at night only. Okay, that is an education piece around Soothe. It takes a moment what I've been calling is it takes a moment to dry down. So what I've been doing is I wash my face and put on my moisturizer, go get my cup of coffee, and then come back and put my makeup on. That seems to help. It does take a moment to dry down, but that uber hydration and that glow, worth it, right? So, and everyone's skin is different, you guys. We have more skincare products that are also going to be released. Seriously, Soothe is my favorite though. Okay, so you're going to review, and Teresa, that's an amazing thing that you can share with your customers. Like, this is what I use daily for my night cream, and especially if you need more moisture, you're going to want to use it day and night. We really truly want you sharing your authentic experience. That's the only way you can honestly connect with your customers. The other thing is, as we start to get reviews on the website, give me a thumbs up if you have seen the review system on our website. I really want to encourage you guys to be using that. There will be other things announced around that coming up, so go in and review. And you can also use other people's reviews on our system to share these amazing products, right? If you don't have these in hand, that's a great option, right? Share what Teresa said about Soothe. Share what I said about Soothe. The scent in Clarify is enough for me to use it for the rest of my life just because of that. It is such an amazing experience. It's light, it's airy. I really do feel like it brings me a moment of clarity. And using that in my daily ritual, it's empowering, right? And if you will, teach your customers to view that time with themselves as a ritual, truly, they are going to associate you and your products with that amazing experience that they're doing for themselves. So really, really make sure that we're talking about that. Okay, the 4th step is our call to action. We want to make sure that we are asking our customers to do something. Now, we're going to use our personalized link. I will drop a video in the description here about how to get that link if you don't know how yet. Log in as an ambassador, go to your dashboard. If you scroll down, you can share a page or product. I will show this, but and choose the Daily Duo. Get your link, put that on your story, and people can shop that link that will take them directly to the Daily Duo. When you're talking about that, this is our special offer. This is our special offer. So call your link, save today on the Daily Duo, right? Save by using my link. My special offer right now is the Daily Duo, right? So this is when we're bundling products and saving our customers money, that is a special offer, right? And the fact that you're focused on it and that you're making, this is what we're focused on. This is what we're sharing. This is our special offer. And people do save money when they buy the Duo. That's your special. That's your amazing offer, right? And saying save today on the Daily Duo creates that sense of urgency. Sometimes people need a little bit of like, okay, I do want to save on the Daily Duo today, right? We definitely want to make sure that we're giving that call to action is what helps them be like, okay, I'm going to try it, right? Another call to action could be like request some samples. Another call to action could be save 10% on your first order by subscribing to the Align newsletter. Did you know that exists on the bottom of our shop page or at Align Your Skin? They can subscribe to our email letter. You can also do a call to action about joining for $19 to always save 20% on their Daily Duo. Make sure that you have a lot of different ways that you can ask. Pick the things that you're comfortable with to share with your customers and ask them to do something. Ask them to answer a question, ask them to request samples. When you're thinking about those questions, make sure you're ready to engage in a conversation. Do not just leave, do you exfoliate? Yes, no, and never do anything with that information, okay? These are all ways, sharing multiple times and multiple ways is going to be the name of the game here. One last thought that I want to leave you guys with is think about all of the different types of customers that exist. Some people, if they're nerdy like me, right? I'm such a big dork. I literally have these like 3-hole punched and sitting on my desk because I refer to them all the time, right? I'm a big dorky, nerdy, I want to know the ingredients. I want to know all of the things. Not everyone is like that. But there are people like me out there that need education around what these products do. Some people, all they need to hear is like, the scent and experience when I use Clarify brings me clarity. And they're like, buying it, right? Then there are people who are like, really have a specific thing that they want to work on with their skin, right? One of the videos that I recorded for Clarify, I highlighted my lovely little blemish here. I have a real life problem and a real life solution, right? Clarify is great for that. The exfoliating factor, the witch hazel that's in there is really good for helping with blemishes. So really share your real life experience. People connect with that. Some people connect with the education and ingredients around it. Some people just want something beautiful to sit on their counter, okay? So let's get creative. Let's think of a lot of different ways to share. Make sure you're using the hashtag Align Ambassador when you're posting on, on your regular page so that all of us can see how you are sharing the Daily Duo. Okay, I've taken enough of your time, but make sure you're talking with your teams about ways to share the Daily Duo. This video is going to be posted in the news tab as well as on Instagram, and I will make sure that I share, how to find your link and other things like that. Do you guys have any questions, comments, issues? You can drop them below, and I will go ahead and just answer them as I'm working today. I hope you all have an amazing weekend. It's finally like thawing out here, and so we're going to be spending some time outdoors, and then I'm going to be washing my face, and receiving some clarity with Clarify, and then soothing my skin with Soothe. Let's get selling the Daily Duo, y'all.